Welcome back to Canva Creatives Hub. Today, I'm going to be taking you through how to create an SEO optimized listing for selling SVGs on Etsy. Now, when we first say that I already recorded this video and I actually recorded it live while I was doing everything, but then I had some technical difficulties. It was like a 15-minute video, and it sucks when this happens. But what I'm going to do on the second take is that I'm going to take you through what I accomplished during that video. And basically, I'll be able to condense this down. It's probably better for you anyways, because I'll be able to condense it down into an 8 to 10 minute video, just showing you exactly what I did in order to do this. Let's go and jump in real quick. So right over here, we're on Etsy, and we can go, and before I went and found this butterfly SVG, I just typed in SVG, right? And we just start looking at different SVG. You can go through here and start looking at what's selling on Etsy and so forth. But the best way to do this, you can type in SVG, and then you'll be able to see SVG bundle, and you'll see different things that people are searching for, but it's not really helpful. It's not that helpful. There's only a few that are coming on the drop down right here. So what I like to do is actually come into a keyword tool, which is SE ranking. Now I'll leave a link to this. This is a really cool keyword research tool that I've been using for about a year now. And this is a power-packed SEO research tool that is, if you've ever heard of a keyword research tool called Ahrefs or SEMrush, there's a couple of them out there, and they cost hundreds of dollars per month for the same data. But you can get this for just $49 a month, and it's going to do wonders for you in your online business. And that is including print on demand and low content and coloring page designs and selling AI art and so forth. Okay. Because we want to do research. We want to come over here to the keyword research tool and type in SVG and push enter. And then you're going to be able to see that we have almost 18,000 keywords that we can go through, and we can start looking through and getting inspiration. And right over here, you can see that in green, I added this to my list. I pushed plus and I put it under my Canva list right over here. And this is a butterfly SVG right here. And look at this. It's getting 10,000 searches per month on this keyword, which is just insane. It's a very evergreen keyword. Every month of the year, it's going to get a lot of search volume. On average, it's getting 10,000 searches per month, right? And so this is a butterfly SVG. This is what people are looking for. Now, what we can do with this is we can take a bunch of these. We can actually click on this. And once we click on this, it's going to open up all of the related keywords to butterfly SVG. And you can see we have a bunch of keywords right here. We actually have multiple pages. And most of them are actually easy. So what this green indicator means is that's effortless. These are easy to rank for keywords in Google. And that's including our Etsy listing. If we create an Etsy listing, we're also going to have a good chance of ranking for these keywords. So what I'm going to do is we're going to go and create. If you watched my last video, you may want to make sure you want to pause this video. If you didn't watch the last video, go watch the last video where we actually go and create some butterfly SVGs. Now we're going to take that to the next step, and we're going to create an Etsy listing that's SEO optimized. And what we want to do next is, now that we have some keywords over here, what I did was I went and highlighted a bunch of them, not all of them, because some of them don't apply, like sunflower, butterfly, SVG. First of all, I'm not selling free ones. And second of all, I didn't have any that were sunflower based, although this would be a great product to create as well. Do you want to stay away from this Nike butterfly SVG? You want to stay away from Nike? You want to stay away from anything that's a brand name, because that's copyrighted and you will get your posts taken down. It's just not worth it at all. And too many of those on your account, you'll get your Etsy account shut down. Believe me, I've had them shut down before. We'll go and grab a bunch of these. And what I did was I grabbed them and I put them in an Excel sheet right here. And if I highlight over this, you'll be able to see that we have 18 keywords that we went ahead and picked up. And the total search volume on that is 12,630. So even if we ranked a little bit for these keywords, we would be able to get some search volume. Even if we got 500 searches a month or 500 people looking at our design per month, we'll be able to make some conversions on this. And you already saw how easy it was to actually create the designs all in Canva, right? And we're going over here and we're competing with people that already have these created. When we come down over here and we look at this one, for example, this is from Chance Art. And we created some that look exactly like this. They must have found these just in Canva themselves, and they're selling them for $1. So I'm going to show you what I did next, because we went through and I already created the listing right over here, and I'll show you the back end. And so what I did was I went and I found just one of my coloring book. I went over and I found like a coloring book related listing that I had, and I just went over here to the drop down and I went copy. So I copied the listing, and then I went and started creating the listing. But where did I get the title from? And where did I get right over here the thumbnail? I'll show you what I did with the thumbnail. Right over here, we uploaded the zip file, and then we have this really nice listing right over here. But where did I get all of this part right here? I'm going to show you a really cool method that I came up with. So what we did was we took all of these keywords right over here, right? And we just copy those, and then we come over here and then we go into a chat GPT, and I went and I pasted these in, right? So I pasted these in, you can see it right there. And I said, create me an optimized SEO listing that includes a title. The title must be 140 characters or less. Give me an SEO description, and use in the title and description all of my keywords listed below. Here's all 18 of those keywords. So that is the prompt that I used for ChatGPT. And then it went over here and it gave me a title. You'll see that I since then did optimize this a little bit better, but I did use this as my base. And then we got this really nice description right here that is, how many words is this? A nice almost 200 word description. And the cool part is that we can grab any of these keywords right here, control copy, control find, and then control V. And you'll see that it used these keywords and it sprinkled them naturally throughout this description, which is super cool. So we're using the power of ChatGPT in a really good way to create a really nice design or a nice Etsy listing for us that's SEO optimized, that can help us get eyeballs on our listing to make sales. So let me come back over here and we look. So I have butterfly SVG. So butterfly SVG is the most important thing we want to put in our listing, because when we come back over here to S ranking, butterfly SVG is getting almost 10,000 searches per month. It is the most powerful keyword. It's getting a lot of search volume. We definitely want to go for that one right there. Okay. So then I put in bundle, because this is also a bundle. There's 20 in there. So I said bundle of 20. And then I said 2D and 3D, because you can make out what you will if this is 3D or 2D. I think that you could definitely argue that some of these are 3D, but then they're also 2D. So I just went ahead and put 2D and 3D layered silhouette cut files for crafters, simple butterfly designs. If we come back over here to SEO ranking, you'll see that simple butterfly SVG is also a good keyword right there. So that's why I put that in as well. And I put designs. We already put SVG in there. So I went ahead and put that in right there. And then what we did was we went and we actually removed all the other ones that were right here. We just pushed delete. And then we went in and we had to actually change this. So now when I went over to Google and I typed in, what is the size for, like right over here, I said Etsy thumbnail size, it says 570 by 456. I'll tell you right now that this is incorrect. This did not work because when we uploaded the file, it was very pixelated and it didn't look good. So what did I do next? I went ahead and I resized this and I just multiplied that number by 2. And so then now you'll see that our current size is 1140 by 952. And when we uploaded this, the true test of that, we download that as a PNG. The true test of that is when we come in here and we actually edit this, it's going to blow this up and everything looks really good. There's no pixelation. It just looks really good. Now, before I did this, actually it was very pixelized. It did not look good. So I knew the dimensions were wrong. Okay. So I do recommend adding in more images right over here. You can put a couple of these designs on some t-shirts and so forth, so it'll look good. It's probably going to help you with your conversion rates, but for now, I'm just going to leave it the way it is. I also put in butterfly SVG right here as an alt text to help with SEO. So then I moved down further. The butterfly SVG pack from the last video, you'll remember we went in here, we created our SVG pack. Look at all the SVGs we have as part of this pack right over here. Okay. So we have this right over here. And then what you do is you want to share this and you want to download it, and it will download as a zip file. So then next what I did was I actually went and we put the zip file as the download folder, or the download file. And then we went and we put in our text that we got from ChatGPT right here. And then I already had all this stuff in here. You can look and see what I put on my listings right over here. It's just to protect the store and the sales and little things like tell people what they can and can't do with it. There's a warning over here that this is a digital product, that because this is a digital product, there's no returns, and just terms of use and so forth. If you want to have that, I put this as at $1 because everybody else that's selling these particular ones, like this person, is at $1 as well. And so I think that SVG, they're usually listed between $1 and $2. And so I'm going to go with the aggressive and go with $1 and see if we can get a sale. So that's why I put that in right there. Then we kept going down and I made this a digital file. We picked out the best category. I just took what the category the other one was in was clip art and image files. And then I put black and white right here as colors. And then I added in a bunch of the keywords from SE ranking over here. I added a bunch of these keywords in. And then we kept moving down right over here and so forth. And then right over here, I just put it in shop selection. I think we can only have 20 if I'm not mistaken, because I tried to add another section. It didn't let me. And so I think I'm maxed out. I do need to pick one of these and remove it because I want to put SVGs as one of the folders as well. But since this is an actual bundle, we'll go ahead and put it under bundle. That's fine. And then I put automatic right here. And then I published the listing. And you can see right over here, we have our latest listing right over here that we just published today. Cool. And this is what it looks like on Etsy right now. It looks pretty good. So that's what I did in order to get this up and running. And it's literally on Etsy today. It didn't take long. If you watch this video and the last video, you basically have a crash course on how to create these SVG designs. And this is 100% using Canva. Now, you want to make sure to subscribe because I'm going to do more videos. Like we're going to create some of these SVGs using Midjourney and so forth. So we're going to do some really cool stuff. But this is how you get started. This is how you get started publishing content on platforms like Etsy, so you can actually start building a store that actually makes money. When we come over here to dashboard, and you can see just in the last 30 days, I haven't touched this in years. We've made over 2,000 sales on this store, and you can see all time that we're at almost $6,000, 2,238 orders right over here, and the total visits and so forth. This stuff does work. You just follow this and look at, here's my store. Almost 5-star ratings, over 249 ratings, 2,350 sales right there. And I have 200 active listings. But you saw how easy it was for me to create this. You can do listings in 15 minutes. And so if you just do the math on that, you're going to be able to start building your store very large. And what I would recommend is pick something that you're interested in when it comes to AI art, or if it's SVG objects or something like that, then you could build an entire store around SVGs. Because right over here, like we said, we come over here and we start looking at all these like flowers SVG. We click on flowers SVG and you're going to get probably hundreds of keywords right over here that we can go and look at. It gets a lot of search volume. And now you can go and start creating different SVG files for flowers, like different flowers, monogram SVG, right? Layered flower SVG. What was that? Mexican flowers SVG. Look, there's so many rolled flowers SVG. So there's all kinds of different things that we can do. Pink flowers SVG. People are searching for this every month, and you can go out there and create these simple SVG files that people can, and who needs these SVGs? Educators and teachers creating PowerPoint presentations for learning experiences, a lot of print-on-demand creators on Amazon and on even Etsy will buy your product, and then they'll put it on coffee mugs and t-shirts and hats, and they'll sell them and so forth. So there's a really big need, and all this search volume right here, flower SVG at almost 15,000 searches per month. There's a massive need for this. And so this is how you go out there and you can build a whole side hustle around just creating SVGs and posting them on Etsy. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. If you want to continue learning about this and how you can create your side hustle just using Canva and a simple keyword research tool, then you don't want to miss my next content. So make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.